The recycler has a few tricks that you need to know. I tried to show it off yesterday, but it seems like a few people still were struggling to unlock the recycler. So the way that you're going to do this is to either interact with a stone breaker or to put down another stone breaker, and that will unlock the recycler. The first thing that I want to talk about is actually going to be grapples, because there used to be a refresh glitch, and it seems as though it's somewhat back after the recycler has come out. And that's because, for whatever reason, the recycler doesn't acknowledge that this doesn't have any durability on it. When it comes to making one of these grapples, it takes 3 rod, 3 blast powder, and 10 total cord. When you're throwing something inside of the recycler, though, you should be getting almost that exact amount back every single time. So let's talk about how these grapples work. I have one that has 15 charges, one with 10, one with 5, one with 3, and one with 1 charge remaining. When I place them inside of the recycle station, I get all of my wooden rod back, 2 out of the 3 blast powder, and then 8 of the 10 cord. You're going to see that this is pretty consistent with how it's going to work, where I'm constantly getting 100% of one item back, 2 of the 3 of another item, and then 8 out of 10 cord. It's almost as though no matter what you have as far as durability goes, you're going to pretty much get all of the materials back to make another grapple. Now again, it's not a full refresh, but when we take the grapple that only has 1 charge remaining, you're going to see that it gives the same amount as the one with 15 charges remaining, where we still get 8 cord, 2 wooden rod, and 3 blast powder. It's very consistent with those numbers as well, which is really nice to see, because out of the entire build for a grapple, you're only missing 3 total materials. Now I can't pronounce the username, but yesterday's video winner for 1,000 V-Bucks is on screen right now. If you guys would like to win V-Bucks, make sure that you guys comment down below and are subscribed to the channel for a chance to win. Now let's talk about weapons and how we could almost duplicate these. We're going to need a crafting bench, a legendary forge, and finally our brand new recycler. I want to give a huge shout out for Snow JT for posting this inside of my Discord server. If you guys haven't joined it, make sure that you guys do. It's the most active community in all of LEGO Fortnite and the #1 place to find any glitches and tips. But I have 3 different Shatterhorn crossbows on screen here, 2 of them which are about to break, and 1 that is halfway charged. Our goal here is to get 2 Shatterhorn fragments back when it comes to using this recycle station. So throwing 1 of my Shatterhorn crossbows in here at about 50% use will give me back 2 Shatterhorn fragments, as well as 1 drawstring and 1 gold bar, which is really good, but nobody wants to recycle a weapon after only using 50% of it. If we take our Shatterhorn crossbow that's about to break and throw it into the recycle station, you'll get back the materials that you fully expected, which is going to be just 1 Shatterhorn fragment, 1 drawstring, and no gold bar. So it's not really worth throwing in here if you don't have much durability on it. There's now 2 ways to use the legendary forge. The most original way is turning a weapon from a purple rarity into a gold rarity by using it up after rifting it. This makes it legendary, gives it a damage boost as well as a durability boost, but now the problem with having a recycler in the game is you cannot put this item inside of the recycler. So if you turn your weapon legendary, you can never get those materials back. Now I want to show you guys me testing this out live so you could see the full results. The next way that we could use this legendary forge is using 3 rift crystals on one of our weapons to turn it into a rifted weapon. Now this is most ideal when it comes to a weapon being 0 durability, meaning that it's about to break, but you can use the rift crystal on it to then turn it into a rifted weapon so that it doesn't break. Throwing that into the recycler will give you 1 Shatterhorn, 2 gold bars, and 1 drawstring, which isn't great. However, you can see you do have a 50-50 shot at getting 2 Shatterhorn fragments back, which means that you can now make a second crossbow. But eventually what you'll see is that it's almost not 50-50. Out of the 5 that I tested here, which isn't the largest sample size, more times than not, I got 2 Shatterhorn fragments back with the full set of gold bar and a drawstring, which means that you have a decent shot at turning an almost broken crossbow into a rifted crossbow to get all of the materials back to just recreate it without losing the Shatterhorn. Obviously, it's completely up to you with which method you try to use. I would just prefer to get a Shatterhorn fragment back each time rather than getting a small damage boost to my weapon. Now, the Dagger seems to be the new best weapon in all of LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, and that's because when doing this trick, I believe that there's so little materials needed for this item that you get everything back when you throw it into the recycle station. Just in case, I rifted the weapon so it appears as though it is a full or max durability, and I got 1 Shatterhorn fragment and 1 gold bar back, which if you guys didn't know, in order to make yourself a Shatterhorn dagger, all that you need is 1 Shatterhorn fragment and 1 gold bar. So I actually turned a almost broken Shatterhorn dagger into a brand new fresh one. By far the best way to get yourself any type of materials from the recycler is clearing out dungeons, because every single chest that you complete on every single level is going to give you either a weapon or a shield, which can both be thrown into the recycler. And at the end of the phase, you can fight the Thunder Lord and you can get yourself not only a sword and some Eye of the Storm, but another gold chest that's going to give you even more weapons to throw into your recycler. And I didn't get so lucky, but my guy Torrid from Discord posted a nice way to get yourself a big amount of copper, which isn't the most rare material in the game, but this is still a really nice trick to farm a ton of them, which is as simple as reaching level 4 inside of the Storm Dungeon, finding the Cloud Piercer, which is going to be an enemy that drops down with a copper pickaxe, farming him over and over again by not destroying the spawner, picking up those pickaxes and then recycling them. You could do this over and over again as he continues to respawn to give yourself a near infinite amount of copper. The comment section yesterday told me not to waste these black and blue sushi fish on making anything other than sushi. But what I find works a little bit better is turning them into the shields by using the food processor and then throwing those shields right back into the recycle to give myself some granite slabs, plank, shell, and even cord. Now, I think that this works best because of the materials that you're getting back, and considering that we have an infinite fish farm using this trick, I don't think that there's any reason why we wouldn't use them as a material farm if we already have a good amount of black and blue sushi. Obviously, it depends on the player that you are, but if you do this AFK farm trick, you're going to get yourself a ton of sushi anyway, and the extra fish that you get will turn into bait buckets, which means that you could do this as many times as you want. I need to hear from you guys though. What tricks do you guys have for the community when it comes to using the recycler? What weapons and shields do you like most, and what are you guys recycling right now? I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and as always guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace. Help me reach 50,000 subscribers by pressing that sub button in the top right. And if you guys haven't already, check out that video in the top left. YouTube thinks that you'll like it a lot. Peace.